What else? What else is on our checklist? I guess you should open up Twitch. If my stream's actually working.
I just actually typed Tweeter instead of Twitter, like a don't.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks.
Click stream's good. Working.
Cool.
Odd view.
Tell me if you need me to test out audio.
If you or Revan want to go ahead and look at it, make sure it's just not like skipping and stuff. I had a problem with that last week. Apparently OBS there's like a glitch if you update your NVIDIA. So I haven't updated that or my computer at all yet, so
Okay, I'll check it out real quick.
uh,
Dude, I almost unironically just started typing Twitch into the thing, but I was literally looking at your tweet.
Ah,
You just could have done it.
You ever go to the kitchen, grab a drink, and then when you come back with that drink, you notice that you already have an unopened one just sitting there?
all the time.
Yes.
That happened to me just a bit ago. Okay. Cool.
We are good. Stream sounds good.
Hell yeah.
Okay. How are we doing the sit-in situation since we have El Gesto?
El Gestorino.
The Yomogi's table? There are 3 seats here.
That is true. You have that sit down gesture too, so we could actually just sit anywhere.
Oh, well, do you want to sit in a fancy place?
Where's the fancy place?
I don't know. I just mean like someplace that. Ooh, what if? Ah, man, we should have done this earlier. What if we go up to the special spot in the training area?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay, cool.
Next one. That's fair.
What a fast travel record. I'm gonna see if I can get up there without doing unlimited wire bugs. I'm gonna set mine to 3 for sure. Oh, there's a great wire bug. They do not help with this. What a kind
No, they do not. Ah, I done fucked myself. Going
What?
down.
I forgot to eat stamina. Is the sit down gesture a buy gesture? I should have it, right?
Yeah, you got it for doing that new quest.
Okay. Cool, the waterfall looks really nice, so use that. Oh, it's a nice land.
Perfect. Let's go.
Oh my god! You're a god! What the hell? How do I get to gestures?
It's under the post set.
Oh, it's a pose set. Okay.
Yeah.
Ignore that.
It's on the second page. You have to be facing the step, and then you press it. There you go.
Oh, to be fair, I could just be cheeky.
Oh, true.
Oh, I am floating. Oh, sultry. Bunch of it, can you come here? This? How about you behave like Bob?
That's fair. It's hard to find a good color code like Bob.
It's just too good. What side do you want to sit on? Oh, you gotta sit on your popper.
Yeah.
This is so dark. There's a kunai pose set? What the hell? Oh, I did it wrong.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sexy.
How you doing?
I'm doing just fine, thanks. Doing just
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's fair. Alrighty, boys. Sunbreak speculation
Oh,
is time.
Indeed.
We're totally not doing this right now because we probably are getting a trailer in the next few weeks. No.
Oh, of course.
No, why would that happen? Probably gonna happen. Most definitely happen.
Right, it happens the very next week. Music is oddly intense as well.
Yeah, my bad. Wait, is this my music? What are you playing?
Mine's an Ogre's theme.
Oh, it's playing my music. Oh, damn.
No, I'm listening to Basil.
Oh, you don't have it set to the host's one.
Yeah, I've got it set to my privilege.
That's fair. But yeah, no, we're pretty damn close. I don't think anything too juicy is gonna happen, but I have my ideas on what they could take from Rise and make it better or worse. So you know,
That's fair.
any hot stuff to start the night off with?
I think we all know we're getting new Switch skills. There's no way we're not getting new Switch skills and new Silk Vines.
Mm-hmm.
No, obviously.
The real question is, will they nerf Longsword? Will they nerf the Longsword? And will they buff the Gun Lance? That is the real question
Yeah.
here.
I feel like we already know the answers to these questions.
You're always such a pessimist, Revan.
That's
Have
because
hope.
I'm a longsword user. I need to be pessimistic.
Yeah, you're filthy.
Yeah, I mean, what I would personally want for like a hot take, right? I would personally like to see the Switch skills change weapons more than they have, right? So like it actually almost feeling like a half style. And some weapons do have that, right? Dual Blades has the aerial style, or Jill has aerial style.
His Glaive has aerial style.
This is weird. Well, I mean, they're just
Gun Lance has aerial style.
you go.
Charge Blade has aerial style.
Hammer has Valor, essentially. There's a lot of things that are very, very cool that I think change up the weapons playstyle. Not drastically, but to a substantial amount. I like to see more of that.
Yeah, no, I would like to see like an insta block for like the Charge Blade or something. I feel like that'd be pretty cool.
Ooh. Would it hurt you?
Essentially, yeah.
You mean like... Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. Like, give him the Adept Guard for Charge Blade. Maybe that might end up removing guard points for the weapon, though, but I don't know. I still think that'd be really cool.
That's why it's a switch skill.
Indeed.
You could just choose to have guard points, or you could have adept guard points. See?
Also, I've been hearing rumors that I'm adding a new weapon type. What do you guys think about that?
What? Rumors?
I can't reveal my sources, but it comes from a guy who's in the know.
I could definitely see it.
Was that concept art of the hunting boomerang that's been recirculating lately?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Makes me wonder if they're gonna add like a punchy weapon or something.
That would be nice.
I'd be into it. I mean, shit, we haven't gotten a new weapon type since 4 Ultimate.
What the hell?
That is true. It's been 2 games since we've gotten a new weapon.
Although to be fair, I feel like the Monster Hunter team have like been trying to rediscover themselves over these last few games, so them not adding new ones. I mean, they don't have to add a new one every single Ultimate, right? Like, I don't feel like that's a requirement.
Yeah.
But...
I think Gen 6 will probably be a more natural time to do a new weapon type.
I feel like, yeah, because that's new hardware. New hardware, and they're probably going to be using, or they're going to be using the RE engine, so they'll have a lot more
they'll be
tools to work with.
comfortable. Yeah. More comfort, because A, they've worked with the engine once already. B, the hardware has less limitations, and just would allow them to do things they could probably wouldn't have been able to try before.
Right.
So,
So,
let's
what are we hunting?
speculate on a new weapon type. I'll go pick a quest.
Honestly, I'll throw my lot in with the hunting boomerang. Something that's like got like some weird range shenanigans that kind of bridges the gap between like Blade Master and Gunner, or something that's like got punchies.
That'd be a good start for them. A good combination weapon that can do both.
Yeah, well, bow's
could
been the
take-
one that typically bridges that niche, but like on the other side, it's like, well, the bow's still like a Gunner type weapon, you know?
Yeah, not many people really use it for the Blade Master playstyle.
Well, I feel like what they've been doing with the bows are like, here, try the bow. Like a gunning weapon, but you don't have to commit as much.
That's fair.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you just gotta craft your coatings. You don't have to worry about, like, recrafting your arrows and shit. Unlike if you play gunner, you have to continuously stock up your ammunitions.
That is fair.
They could
Maybe.
reuse. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So I would say if they wanted to kind of rebalance how the bow is, they could just make it to where it doesn't have infinite amount of arrows.
Oh. And then then they'd have to have like different types of arrows for shots, so it wouldn't be charge level related anymore.
Yeah.
I think I could dig that. That might make me actually interested in the bow.
To be fair, if they did like a hunting boomerang thing, depending on the scale of it, they can reuse animations or at least animation ideas for attacks from the magnetic spike.
That is true. I mean, shit,
At
they
least
may
for-
just go full magnetic spike and just like not even call it magnetic spike.
That would be fair, because I feel like its close moveset would make sense for like a melee boomerang.
Yeah, well, that's essentially what it is. Except, you travel with it, you don't throw it.
Sorry, what's your juicy take, huh? What you want to see?
Ooh. Okay, so. Well, mine would be something they could add to the gun lance.
Wait, what?
Okay, so
type?
new weapon type wise, oh goodness.
Yeah, I was thinking if there's a ruler.
I would say if I would want a weapon type, it would be the medium bowgun.
Oh, so you want full bowgun customization to come back?
Yes, I would like
That would
full
be cool.
bowgun customization. I feel like that would entice people more into the bowgun spectrum, make it more wide-ranging.
Would it invalidate the light and heavy though?
Be honest with you, it'd probably have more weaknesses than strengths, but I feel like giving the player a higher level of customization to the bowgun itself, like far outside of what the Rampage bowgun is,
Back to work.
might be its strength, essentially, even though you probably end up doing like less damage and having smaller clip sizes.
I mean, that's how the Rampage one functions, because you get like, when you put into a specific ammo type, that's basically all you get. Or sometimes you can get element and status add-on, but that's a specific add-on. You have to choose
So what
from
you're
that.
telling me is that the medium bowgun would be entirely useless in this game, because essentially the Rampage bowguns are that already.
It depends on how you tackle it.
That is true.
Fair. How would you, Benjamin, go about implementing the medium bowgun in Monster Hunter Rise?
I think that would be a better question for Revan since he suggested it.
Revan, give me the sticky. What's up?
Okay, so for this game personally, I don't see them adding it because they already have how the Rampage system is all set up and in place.
Yep.
So I would say save it for another generation.
I think you're, pretty much nailing the head there.
That'd be a much easier way to implement it. They'd have more fresher ideas and just throwing into things that kind of just are fighting against each other.
I feel like they've just been reinventing that system with these last two titles, because the Safi bowgun was that, then you have the Rampage bowgun again.
Yeah, it seems like they're testing the waters to see which way would be best to kind of bring that back, but full bowgun customization would be great to have back.
I wouldn't mind it one bit.
Changing out bear stocks, body types, and all that.
Yeah, depending on like the base, whether it be like a light or a heavy. That's really cool stuff.
It would definitely add an extra layer, but I think if it were to work with Rampage at the same time, so get similar buffs to the Rampage bowgun, but not as much. So your weapon to get that many advantages. But it is possible that it could be more like the complete middle ground, right? Where it's like jack of all trades, master of none. So it's like more utility than it is strong.
Yeah.
So maybe give it more like fun pseudo combat features where it's maybe a little bit more active. So like maybe you can get like an active reload where it almost feels like a ranged melee weapon. Yeah, it's less about the ammunition you're using, but more about how you're using it.
Damn, Kobe.
I really like that idea. I might write that shit down. God damn it, Revan, stop making cool shit.
I was looking through the list of weapons that have been in past games and the spin-off games. Got like the Tomkas, the medium bow gun. It's like, they were such cool weapon ideas and whatnot, but they just haven't brought back. I'd love to see come back.
Agreed. I'm a little interested to see if they were to bring back Tonkas in this. Because of the mobility, it would fit the game very well.
It's true.
It would just make it closely related to dual blades in strength, but just in different utility. So make like the stun thresholds really low, but because you can hit the head so much, it would still knock out consistently.
I wouldn't mind that too much.
Either that or do charge blade style and tie its knockout ability to its buff state or whatever, like flying off the thing or whatever.
But you also have to keep in mind Tompa also have a bladed mode.
This is true.
So you'd also have to be very careful, because they may just make dual blades obsolete. It can do knockouts and it can cut off tails. It might just make it completely obsolete.
What if they just made it neutral damage and then it can do KO damage?
I wouldn't mind that, yeah. If they eliminated the blade mode, then it would fit that niche perfectly.
Yeah, I feel like there's a chance that could work. It might be too difficult to figure out in the expansion, but I mean I feel like that's any new idea really.
Yeah, definitely.
Can I ask you later off stream who that person is? By the way?
I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's probably a member of his family.
What? No, you.
What person?
You have a source.
He's talking to you about your source.
Oh, my sauce?
Yeah, off stream, yeah.
Well, why don't you just ask me about my sauce?
Well, what's your sauce?
I'll tell you off stream.
Oh, okay, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, no, I'll totally pull you in.
Okay, because like, I totally get why you didn't say it.
Yeah, you know me, I don't like dropping names.
No, that's fair. I would have been thinking about that all podcast.
Alright, well, I'll give you a few guesses, but off stream.
Oh, no, obviously.
Yeah.
Going back to what we were talking about. I want Prowler back.
I want to play as a
So
Palamute.
bad.
That would be so cool.
Oh,
I want Mounted Prowler.
Oh, there was a picture, I think, that they showed off that had a Palico riding a Palamute hunting a monster.
Like before they just released on the story, where you just run in the back casually.
Yes. So they might be slowly implementing
Oh,
either
fucking
riding
kunais.
attack or making it to where Palicos can ride Palamutes to do crazy combo attacks.
I wouldn't mind that, yeah, if there's a little more synchronization between the cat and the dog.
What if it's a buff state for Prowler? You can mount the Palamute and you're like faster and you can do more damage, but it's like limited time.
That would be really cool. Either that or just let Prowler just use the Felvine. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, well, I feel like it'd be closer to Beast Mode where you can build it up, but it like does go away.
Oh,
It's like,
yeah.
Sort of.
No,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
get that. That would be really, really cool. I forgot that I don't do Prowler enough. I forgot Beast Mode was even a thing, to be honest with you.
It's the most engaging one. The rest of them are great, but just that alone is makes it feel like an individual weapon. It's like insect longsword or whatever. I don't know how to describe it.
That's fair.
I have to look at that.
Yeah, 'cause I think the director, that was one picture they showed off. Either that or the concept pictures. Not for sure. I remember seeing.
God, I'm so ready.
Ah, just missed it. That's the
Oh,
wrong
that's
button.
the wall. God, I don't have appetite. I kind of resigned for it not being a thing, but I mean, I guess it is always possible. Like if they feel like they can pull it off.
To be honest with you, with these G ranks lately, we never know what we're gonna get, but we're usually satisfied with it. Or I should say, I'm usually satisfied with it. I don't want to speak. I don't want to speak for the vast majority of hunters out there.
I mean, there's always a select few people who are just always demanding for. It's like, I understand that there's some people that out here that the franchise a lot, but the thing is too much.
Yes.
No, and I get you there for sure. Like, there are definitely some people who are very in tune with what game developers are able to do within their set amount of time and their budget. And there are other people who are just like, but this would be really cool, and I want this. This should have been in the game. It's like, yeah, but did they have the time? Did they have the time and, like, the money to do that? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just some people don't understand how long it takes to develop a game. You have to come up with the art, come up with the moveset styles, how the creatures look, how the armor set, and all that stuff. Where they're going to fit the environment.
And then not to mention on top of all that, you have to pray to God that it actually works.
Yeah, because the reason they couldn't add Leviathans in the world is because it made the game run terribly.
No, and if all we got were like fanged bees or fucking fanged wyverns or flying wyverns, that doesn't bother me too much.
Yeah.
The ones we got were really good.
Oh yeah. Like, they know how to pick good monsters for an expansion.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, and just like on a game-to-game basis too, where it feels consistent with World. Sorry. I felt with Iceborne it felt consistent with World, so I feel like they'll do a very similar thing with Rise. It depends on how they tune it, right? Because World had a very grounded, heavy difficulty instead of being like fast and like reflexes, right? Until like maybe Metalis got kind of speed. The things you had to manage felt kind of fast, but still.
No, absolutely.
Another thing to take into account for Sunbake is that there's also whatever the kingdom monsters will be. So.
Oh yeah, kingdom creatures. I forgot that was even a thing. Like, what does that even mean?
I honestly have no idea. I'm assuming it's going to tie into the end game.
That would make most sense.
It would have to.
That's the only thing I could really think of.
Oh,
Significance on it.
I might have figured it out. What if it's not a monster type? What if it's gonna be the flagships?
Ooh, that would be cool.
What if Malzano's not alone?
Oh, you got a whole
Those
pack?
surprise flagship monsters.
I don't think Munagaron's aside from him, right? I don't think Munagaron is a flagship. He's just like a really cool run. But they're right? Who knows? Kind of like, because didn't it kind of sound like a name like the Fated Four? A little bit?
Kingdom creatures? Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, it also sounds pretty generic. Just be like a classification. I don't know. Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they could be like a trilogy or like a Pentecost or something.
I don't know what that word means, but yes.
You know how trilogy's a series of 3, a Pentecost is a series of 5.
Oh. Oh god, series of 5.
5 flagships.
Not impossible.
True. They've done 4 before. Like, that's only good.
Oh, he did. Oh, they did.
Okay.
Bring on the Tigrex!
Okay. I probably shouldn't say this, because what if it happens? If they, and you can come back to this, if they announce Prowler in any shape or form, I'll shave my head.
I already shaved my head today, so.
I mean, shave my head. Like with a razor.
Oh, with like a straight razor, you're gonna go like cue ball?
Okay, well, not that much. Not that much. Like safety razor. You know what I'm saying? Like shaving cream
like
and get all the buzz gone.
Oh, you mean like
What?
straight up? Like
Like
swim
bald.
meet ready, like I'm swimming the English Channel bald.
Like a shiny dome. Yep.
Alright. You gonna put wax on it too so it shines?
Probably not, because that's a dangerous weapon at that point.
True. Although you're always wearing hats, so.
Oh yeah. Okay, I have to find this image.
And you wouldn't have to worry about your hair falling out anymore either.
God,
True.
why did you say that? Man, bring it up. Don't let me die, guys.
Nah, I'm gonna let him die.
God damn it.
What do you mean? We're already at the Tigers and we got no cards. We need a few cards. Shit's going a bit too smoothly. Nice flinch, brother. Ha-cha-cha-cha!
Bob always does a good job. So proud of Bob.
Indeed.
I want to play as Bob just because Bob playing Bob.
Kapow! Kapow!
You're a legend. Wow.
Pop this.
I can't find it. Might need help finding it. Yeah,
Like, I know it's out there, I just don't know where it's at.
not if I help with the head delete.
Oh, go right ahead.
I wouldn't mind them adding back the wormstick cannon from Ice Worm.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that at all. That shit was insane. You hear like
Better.
3 of them go off at the same time. It's like. Brrrah, brrrah.
That would feel like that would
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
but make it above the current damage, not make it the previous damage now locked behind a cap. Thank you.
I did see someone also say that you can change it. I wouldn't get to play Gunlance, but you can swap out Wyvern's Fire Form for the next version.
What? What?
Yeah, there's a more dangerous version of Wyvern's Fire Team, apparently.
Oh, the Wyvern Blast? The one that looks like a sphere?
Oh, that would be awesome.
That doesn't... Oh, like if you were able to switch it with that old hunter.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
That would actually be super, super cool. And that might also make it like not a DPS loss in certain types of shelling.
And since it's isolated, it wouldn't trip all your friends, because you just go to the corner of the monster that nobody's at. And since it's fixed damage, you just get damage.
Yeah.
Like, just looking through the entire list of arts and styles of GU, you can really just slowly come to different ideas of ways they can implement that stuff.
So true. Well, considering a lot of the switch skills and stuff we got now are inspired by hunting arts from GU, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept pulling from that basket.
Like, I feel like they're going to go crazy with the ideas.
Well, they have the foundation now, so...
True.
Ah, I figured out why his tiger is so mad. Because I'm killing him with his own cousin.
What the hell?
What can I say? I'm ruthless.
Oh, come
Ride
on,
him,
man.
Benny!
I have rode every monster. I just want a combo.
It'd be like that. I mean, just from monsters we know of so far, and monsters we can for sure guess, I would say the monster Russell from the extreme.
Oh, yes. Because Rise has, like, diversity in moves.
Yeah, it's like, I would imagine we're going to end up with Tetsu Cobra, probably Great Jaggers, Great Rock, Great Jaggy,
Oh, that'd be cool to have Great Jaggy back. I hope they make it a little bit more fun.
Zamtrios.
Please, Zamtrios, please. Also, Tiger Stripe Zamtrios.
That'd be a good idea.
Oh, we haven't seen him since 4U.
True. But you could also get title number.
Oh, yeah, the water snap. We could just get him in general.
Yeah.
Was there a new image tease recently?
Oh, also Giganox. Please add Giganox. I just his G rank armor, even his high rank armor looks really cool, but I really like his G rank armor.
Oh, yeah, the crawling wyvern that I forgot about.
Which one?
Because he's just a crawling wyvern peasant.
Oh, Gigi?
Yeah.
I had no idea. I thought he was on the flying wyvern skeleton.
Well, no, he is like tiger.
Ah, I got you. All right.
So if you look, he does walk around like that.
We don't have a Devil Joe in this game.
Oh well, I mean he's just gotta have.
Yeah, I mean, Devil Joe is just guaranteed. It doesn't feel right without having Devil Joe anymore.
It's true. Ever since he was put in free ultimate.
I feel like a good way to introduce him would be having Kurapeko summon him.
That would also be another one I'd love to see.
Oh, Kermit, go back! I would love that.
Just us. So just the quest is go hunt a Kurapeko. It's okay. There's nothing.
Oh,
Just call it Screams in the
That-
Night or something like that.
if that's how they fixed invasion monsters, by just having certain monsters draw in monsters almost permanently for a hunt, oh, that'd be great.
That would be a good way to kind of change up the invading monsters.
Okay, somebody was talking about a teased thing.
What tease thing would that be, amigo?
I think it was along the lines of like old doodles, kind of like how the Tengu was Misha, the fish was Somna.
Do you think
You know
there's
what I'm
some
talking
other third thing out there?
Well, it's like I think it's
Oh, you mean like new concept art?
I think someone showed the image of like a really low detailed doodle of a snake looking thing, but I don't know if that's real.
I mean, some variations on the snake wyvern. That'd be cool.
Oh, I found it.
They found it, everybody.
Also, I just realized I need to make something.
I swear to God, if he makes a Tybrix charge blade, he's dead to me.
No, I'm gonna make a channel in the Squid Squad thing where we can post images and stuff like that for Quest Complete / Huntcast.
Perfect.
Alright, let's go.
Yeah, they did
Welcome to the hub.
post on their Twitter about the red glow from Mount Zeno and saying it was most curious, so I imagine they're going to go. There's something up with that as well.
All right, boys. Check this out. People were making big fuss about that little doodle in the corner, which now I look at it doesn't really mean much, but that's cute.
Oh.
Yeah, some dude literally compared it to Dalamadur, and I was like, all right, buddy.
That little
Crazy.
black outline.
Yeah.
There's no rush, so please take your time.
That's
Never
a-
do
that's a
today what
big
you can do
stretch.
tomorrow, is what Hinoa always says.
Well, it's not Gormagala because it has eyes. If anything, that's probably Great Jaggy because he's got his derpy tongue hanging out.
Yeah, maybe. Either that or it's just endemic life. Who knows?
True. Oh yeah, it could be like some sort of goat llama thing.
Hmm.
Although
So he
it
got-
doesn't appear in the photograph.
Okay.
So maybe it's like supposed to be a caricature of Malzeno or some shit because he's like a vampire.
Oh, that's
And you
kind of
can't see vampires in pictures, yeah.
Or mirrors.
Or beavers.
Mirrors.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, beavers too, though.
Yeah, no, beavers
Yeah.
too. Look at blood drinking beavers.
That's what we need. We need a beaver monster again.
Oh, the Frontier one, right?
Yeah, was it Frontier or was it Online that had the beaver?
I think it was Frontier.
Yeah, it was
I don't
one
know
of those
too much
ones.
about online. How many unique monsters does that game even have?
I had a couple.
Alright, it's your post.
Is it? Too late, I already
Good
posted.
luck out there.
Go ahead and post something, Revan.
Okay.
Oh, I love the quest removing sound.
Puppy?
I did not do that right. Ignore that I just made that sound with my face.
That's okay. I like pain and suffering.
What?
I don't know why you let him pick that quest, Benny. It's all your fault.
It was round robin because we're just hanging out and
It's all your
talking.
fault, Benny.
It is. What have I done? I don't even know what he posted. What did he post?
Fun. That's all I posted. I posted fun.
Yay.
That's okay.
Oh, this.
Yo,
Oh, I'll get it.
And I'm just telling you now, I'm not using Soaring Kick. I'm going with Soccer Slash because I want to be safe.
That's fair. Okay, boys. So since we kind of transitioned over to monsters and stuff like that, would you like? How would you feel about the monsters that they added? Would you want something like a more diverse roster, like we kind of got with Base Rise, or would you want something more akin to how they did with Iceborne, where they kind of expanded upon monsters that were already there?
Hmm.
You repeat the question.
So, in Iceborne, they kind of just expanded upon the current roster with some extras, but like, not kind of how they made like a higher difficulty version of Anjanath, Kipoki, Tobi Kadachi, like all that stuff with the subspecies.
Yeah.
That was the majority of the roster of that game. But with Rise being a brand new game, they added a lot of diversity. So there was a lot of different monster types, a lot of Leviathans and stuff like
Back
that,
to work.
doing a lot of different things. Would you want them to continue that in the expansion, or just build upon what we already have?
To be honest with you, I would like to see a little bit of both. Like, I'd like to see some variations of existing ones come back. Like, I'd love to see me a red Kezu. I'd really like to see. I'll tell you what I really like to see. I want to see like a dark colored Rocky. I want to see like a pure black great Rocky. I want to see fucking Midnight Rocky and he spits like fire out of his face or something. That'd be really cool. But
Oh,
I also would like to see some new ones. Like we have one amphibious. I'd like to see like Tetsu and I want to see Zamtrios come back for sure.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I would like to see a combination of two. Both of them.
Enough of that.
Them adding in newer stuff and also kind of balancing it out with subspecies and variants.
See, I kind of agree, but I also really like how they did in Iceborne. Except, there's a big old butt. Except, like a big old butt. Don't just invalidate the previous versions of the monsters. Seriously,
That's
like
fair.
what'd you do to Anjanath? What the hell? My boy.
What the hell are you talking about,
Um,
Benny?
Well, like they made Anjanath, Toby, and like some other monsters feel very weak in comparison because they just didn't have a lot of going on. Made them very predictable, kind of easy to beat. Because like Fulgur, Viper, and Coral all had so much more going on. Same with
And the thing
Nightshade.
is that some of the subspecies were also technically on par with the normal versions as well, going off of rarity wise.
It didn't feel like that at all.
Yeah, because base Toby stuff was rarity 9, and I think Vipers was also rarity 9.
Yeah, then Coral just like, oh my god, Coral's damage, Coral's damage.
The first encounter of Coral Pookie was a treat. I loved it.
I almost carded out. Scary.
Fun, very fun.
You guys have a besides the obvious ones, right? Let's not talk about obvious monster ones, right? So we all know we want Steve. We all got Gormagala. We all want Lagiacrus. Another one I'm missing.
Devil Joe.
Yeah, but I feel like he's gonna happen. Like even if he's post-release, he's gonna happen.
That's
This
true.
is true.
Ride like the wind.
Like any like non-obvious choices for like a short wish list you would want monster-wise.
Ooh.
Well, if we're getting blue crab, I want the real crab.
Oh, the Hermitar.
No.
Hermitar.
I want Shin Goran.
Oh, that's
You want big crab.
I want big crab.
that'd be hard. I forgot.
Just stick him in a
Shogun's coming back.
rampage. Easy.
Alright.
Make it steady.
Yeah, okay, if he's going with that, then I'll go with Lao Shenlong.
Oh, of course you go with Lao.
Big boys.
Filthy casual.
Hey, you can't have one without the other.
That is true. Like, oh no, big crab! Oh no, the thing big crab's scared of.
Any others? Although the
Okay.
big crap scared of. Sorry, I just clicked it. Right, go ahead.
Crimson and White Metellus.
Oh, absolutely.
Have to get the silver first.
Nah.
mean, I would just use those as jokes because people would just probably really hate them from the difficulty.
Oh, absolutely.
So I would say Dire Morales.
Oh, his music is so good.
I just want to hear the music all over again. Just remastered for the modern day universe.
God, if GOG could come back. Ooh.
Oh, God could also
Ah.
be good.
If we could get freaking Darren Moran, that'd be awesome. No clue how they do it, but I mean, there's a boat, so we could do boat things. So,
You know what it sounds like we want more consistently for all three of us?
beach
We want
hunts.
traumatic sieges back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's oh fuck, I love Gore or not. Freaking what is it? What's the one in the world? What's his name?
Oh,
Zora.
Zora.
Yeah, Zora Magdaros. That was probably my favorite part of the world. The Zora sieges.
Oh, yeah, they were so fun.
Hell yeah. Then AT Zora rolled around, and I was like, oh, sick! You get my favorite layered armor for that.
Oh yeah, you get the origin from that. I forgot about that.
Fucking icing on that cake.
Yeah, I'd love them to bring back that formula because they kind of abandoned it with Rise, at least base Rise. Because we still had traditional sieges in the sense of like how Narwhal works, right? Where it's like kind of a siege fight, but it's more of a focused boss battle. Kind of how Amatsu is a siege fight, right? Where he's not really crazy, but he's an arena battle.
Yeah.
Mr. Monster meets Mr. Weapon.
But I would like to see them go all out with the weapons again. Feels like it's been a minute.
I feel like they could find a way to balance the rampages and the sieges. That'd be a good way to kind of appeal to both sides. Just people who don't like the rampages don't have to do the things go do normal sieges.
Yeah. I don't know if we'll get anything on the scale of Kultaroth again, and I don't even mean loot, right? Like that's a whole different argument to talk or whatever. But you think we'd ever get like a phased fight like Kultaroth ever again?
I think so. Even if it's not with the expansion, I feel like they'll do that with the 6th gen.
Yeah, probably not a Sunbreak thing. Oh, I'll be real though. Number one want, that's not an obvious want for me. Okay, number two wants that I want. Robros. Just
Okay.
I can't believe already. Holy shit.
Yeah, where were you guys?
I'm buffing, dude. I'm getting full health.
Oh, alright.
It's an emergency apex and ogre.
It's not that tough.
Not that.
I didn't even drink my megas.
What was I talking about?
Hey, what were you talking about?
Oh,
Something about
Malfestio.
I feel like
I want.
Malfestio could definitely have.
I mean, that skeleton's in the game. They have no reason not to have.
I want him to make people angry. 'Cause I want him to have confusion. If they bring him back without confusion, Capcom, he won't receive letters.
Yeah, I feel like people would also feel the same if freaking Shogun didn't come back with Bleed.
Oh yeah, because we don't have bleed in the game.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
I feel like they're going to introduce a lot of new just of the older statuses with bleeding and confusion. If
Don't forget about new armor skills. We're definitely getting some new skills.
Oh yeah, why wouldn't they add bleed back? The goddamn flagship is supposed to suck your blood. Well, not literally supposed to, but like that's his gimmick, right?
and more than likely, Lunagaron's going to cause bleed as well. Werewolf.
For us, like.
A combination. It'd probably use both Frostblight and freaking bleed as well.
Frost.
That'd be a terrible combination.
I tried. I really did try to throw out life powder.
Oh, no worries, man.
know, the game does feel really weird without bleed.
Not really. I mean, at least from my standpoint. Was it in World? We had like one monster that did bleed. And then G rank rolls around, we got like what, one or
Oh yeah,
two more?
it was just Odo.
I mean, it's weird not having my Stera Jerky to get rid of all my red HP and give me all my green HP back. That's a little bit odd.
That's fair.
Although, yeah, if you go out, you've been playing 4 Ultimates, like the flagship like does bleed. That's like his whole thing.
Oh yeah, it's Steve.
Hey, oh yeah, I forgot about Runa. Runa also does bleed. So we got like 5. Got 5 monsters in the G rank that do the bleeds.
Yeah.
That's a decent amount in there.
I just liked it because it really added pressure. Because usually almost every single every fight that used bleed was a movement-based fight and positioning, and you couldn't roll without taking damage. So it always puts you in an extra predicament.
That is true.
That's fair.
You know, Odo's super movement-based monster. Like, I remember just weaving back and forth against him with my charged blades. Like, once you know exactly where to stand and where he can't really get at you, and you get at him, the fight becomes a really good dance of, like, pickety-boppity, boopty-poppity.
I can't hit his head. There we go.
That's a-
I'm gonna kick your butt! Mr. Monster, meet Mr. Weapon!
I'm missing all the time. No, bit different one.
I'm gonna kick your butt!
Ow.
I'm in a bad spot.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Do you think we'll
Not my day.
You
What?
think we'll get you think we'll get a G rank location? So like guarding lands?
I'd be
Guarding location?
very surprised if they didn't add at least one new map. Because we're going to a whole new location, so there's got to be some new maps.
Oh, well that's a thing to go off of. Maps.
Maps. Also, we're getting boats. Like, you can walk around on that boat. If something boat-related is happening, it gives me so much hope.
That Sand Siege.
Well, maybe something out in the open water, but still.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh, because we're on an ocean.
Alright,
We're
lose
doing
your
an
boat.
Ocean Siege.
A Ocean Siege would be pretty damn cool.
It's been a while since I've had me a good ocean siege. I think.
Yeah, here.
So how many maps do you think will be in the expansion?
I'm gonna throw out at least 2 or 3. Or maybe maybe they'll give us a whole other 4.
Hmm.
It's
These are
respectable.
the available quests.
Coincides with how they normally do it as well.
True.
I'm calling 3 and then a boss arena.
I wish you luck.
Yeah, I would be very
And-
surprised if we did not get you right. If we got some sort of big crazy arena.
Because we got a Bushi and Normo's arena thing.
Oh, sweet.
And then Misty Peaks. I'm calling it. Misty Peaks.
You going in for Misty Peaks?
Misty Peaks.
Alright.
Seems the picks.
It has a really good like low to high map, but it's really
True.
cool because like if you look at the layout, it's technically high to low in terms of how high things are up. So it'd be really interesting how we kind of like descend.
That
into
is
the-
true.
Into the valley.
Yeah, this is like you're basically climbing a mountain on that map.
Ah, it's great.
Honestly, with you, speaking of climbing mountains, I would love Heaven's Mountain to come back. Like, Heaven's Mountain Rise would be fantastic. It'd be good. I'd like it.
I mean, I kind of like how it feels like, just like it's in complete disarray and like it's falling apart.
Right, but then you got those weird ass floating rocks that just float.
Well, that floating, I thought they're connected by like terrain and roots and stuff like that.
I always thought
like
they were
barely-
magnetic, to be honest with you.
Oh, that's fair, I guess. That's not too outside of the realm of possibility with MH.
But you may be right. I think a few of them do have roots that connect them. Like, that whole place is just rocks suspended by this big tree or something.
Don't wait to pop. Hold on a second.
I'd say mine. I would think 3 or 4 for me, alongside boss arenas.
Is it 4?
Yeah, I'd say 3 or 4 at least. But I would say one map I would definitely want would be jungle.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Could do
To be honest with you, yeah, if they Risified it, I wouldn't mind jungle coming back at all.
Well, they did prove they can do 2 levels of terrain with the flooded forest and the sandy plains.
True,
Because
very
we got
true.
like cave
Well, Sandy
entrances and
Plains is
everything.
just my favorite map in this whole game. Did it so good.
Faster, buddy.
That is fair. So good.
Oh, it's just, ugh, oh. But no, I just Misty Peaks. Sorry, go ahead.
I think Jurassic Express would be another one for me.
What
mean
is
Jurassic
that?
Frontier?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Jurassic Express?
You know, choo-choo, you're rolling on the steam train. You know, and
That
there's
sounds like-
dinosaurs.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like there'd be a mail service in this game.
Jurassic Express. To be honest with you, that sounds like a sequel to Jurassic World.
Yeah,
Welcome to the Jurassic Express!
it's a train with dinosaurs on it.
It's a giant dinosaur train.
Snowpiercer if it was weird.
That is the first time you
Essentially.
see Glavenus, so technically it's true.
That is also true.
So that's why
Oh.
I just called it Jurassic Express just because that's the first time I saw Glavenus. I'm like, oh, sweet, it's Jurassic Express. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so I didn't know this until today. I was looking at Twitter and like when Dino was tweeting about stuff, right? Apparently every single one of the Fated 4 is gender exclusive.
Yeah. Gammy's a girl.
Glavenus- Yeah.
What's
right.
face is a guy.
Axelos is dominantly male, yes.
Yes. Is Glavenus dominantly male as well?
Glavenus is dominantly male. Yep.
So Gammy's the only girl.
Only dominantly female.
Typical. Absolutely typical of game developers.
I feel like that'd be a interesting thing they could do is implement the opposite sex of those versions.
Yeah, except for the Mizu one, because like that Mizu one ain't gonna fight unless it's desperate. So
True.
I feel like that'd be hard to do though, because of like how the whole nature aspect is. We would never really be hunting those ones unless they were like deranged. So you'd have to make them like really difficult fights.
I mean, you never know. Malzeno might be going around giving all the monsters rabies.
That would be the main scenario for that, because otherwise they're just living their own life. They're not
Essentially.
agitating anything.
Yeah, when it comes to hunting and population control, you typically hunt the males anyway.
Is usually the problem.
Unless you're just evil and just enjoy hunting Gammas a lot.
I mean, their meat's so delicious, though.
This is true.
Yeah,
I
no,
will-
that was interesting.
I mean, if you think about it, every time you kill a Gamma, the Poco population drastically goes down.
That's true. Another Tigrex gets its wings.
You know?
That's cute. I wonder what some of the reasons besides GU's really dumb reasons for hunting things. I
Wait,
wonder why you hunt Gammas.
hunt this bear off. I need to make me frozen yogurt.
Maybe Barioth.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
I forgot some of the dumb things they had you do in quests in that game.
Or there was it. They had you capture Tigrex once because they wanted to keep it as a pet or something.
To be fair, we hunt a Magnamalo that way a little girl can have inspiration for her dongo. So
Let's go.
Oh, this is true.
But the
Dongos
dongo
are-
is so delicious, though. It keeps
Yeah.
our us healthy and in
dude,
peak
really
physical
just-
fighting condition to protect the village.
Just gotta be real. I agree with Super Rad. If I was the Kimura hunter, I'd be jealous of the Astera hunter. Be real.
Really? What's that all
They
All
about?
get-
5-course meals.
Oh, I got you.
What do you like? Goddamn.
I mean, otherwise you just get like a, you just get some nice treats on a stick.
Hey, well, it's about minimalism. Not about how much you eat. It's about the nutritional value of what you eat.
Mm-mm.
Guys, I got all these well done steaks. I don't need a full meal.
Yeah, I am very excited for what they're gonna do with the maps. I feel like they've translated a lot of the older stuff. It is interesting though. I have heard a lot of people talking negatively about the Guiding Lands as of late, and I don't know why. I know Superrad said he has a lot of negative things to say about it. He's going to elaborate his older perspective, so we'll hear about that too.
Like, I understand people's reasoning for not liking Guiding Lands, but it was a very good hit system, regardless of this.
Yeah, as far as endgame grinds go, that was probably the grindiest and dandiest of games. Like, it definitely gave me a reason to keep coming back and hunting.
Yeah, like, it does its job extremely well. It's like, not for sure what more they could have really done to have changed it to where it would cater to everyone.
They could have made the Elder Gem drop rates just a little bit better.
True. That is fair if they would have made the...
Yeah, well, if I'm gonna spend like an hour, half hour hunting up freaking Elder Dragons, I want to have at least more than 2 large Elder Gems in my pocket.
That is fair.
Ooh! Really dumb idea, but I kind of like it. I want a trinket system.
You want to elaborate on that?
Yeah, I was just wondering if there's something. I would like a pseudo, like, kind of, you know how like megas work? How that's like, this is a non-important buff, but it's like nice to have.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want Dark Souls rings?
I would like non-important buffs that reflect on your armor, so you can color coordinate with like extra decorations and make your armor look like literal decorations, right? Not
Oh, okay. So yeah, you want trinkets, like actual trinkets.
yeah, something that's like not important but really fun for customization. That'd be a fun endgame.
Oh no. Oh yes.
Also, it would replace pendants.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind if they brought back the pendant system, but I feel like your trinket system would be a lot cooler. Like have me like a little pocket watch. It looks like a Tybrick skull. That'd be cool.
Yeah, like specific monster-based stuff, and I mean like for each piece of armor, if that's not too crazy, right? You'd have to balance that in a particular way. But like imagine having like extra customizations and like little spikes and like maybe like a little like a scarf on like a certain thing or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And there would be compatibility, so you could put like a scarf on something that like clips extremely or kind of like how you can't fit a certain decoration in a level of slot, but you know, specific pieces of armor.
Hey.
Also for balance reasons. You can't just put attack boost on attack boost on attack boost.
Yeah, because that's what everybody would do anyway. Oh no, it's mad. I'm about to hit the deck.
That'd be a good thing for them. If they wanted to put in more pendants, they could put them as rewards for end quests and all that stuff.
Yeah, what's it? You beat Ruiner and Gigante and all you get is a white flag. I'm just like, what the fuck's that about?
Yeah, no, until post-game, it really didn't show up.
Yeah, all you had was like a bunch of flags, and you'd have like the odd and end. I mean, you're right, that would be all post-game stuff, wouldn't it?
Yeah, essentially.
Which is very annoying.
You also got one with every new title update monster too. Right?
Yeah, and then they could make ones that come without skills that are, or ones that you could put like, ooh, transmog. What if you could transmog your decorations? But like with specific ones, right? There's like certain decorations that don't have abilities on them, and you could like put them as a shell on other ones. There's a lot of fun ways you could do that, and you could make those ones buyable, right? The cosmetic only ones.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of stuff you could. I gotta write an email to Capcom. I'll be right back. I'm kidding. But no. I think I really appreciate systems like that because it adds replayability without an encouragement of hunting, because there could be monster-based trinkets and stuff like that, but it's not important because I don't want things to feel too important. Like, I mean, freaking Super Rad beat Fatalis without doing Guiding Lands as a challenge, right? So you could do it. right? It's not mandatory.
Oh, absolutely not. Well, I see that shit all the time, like budget builds for this or that. If you don't have like the decorations, or you haven't done this or that, it's like there's always a possibility of it. Unless there's just no workaround. Oh,
Oh shit.
the bright side, somebody ate for insurance.
Yep.
Anybody get the license plate at the Diabolos?
Absolutely.
Then
You guys got any like wacky, neat little ideas like that?
Honestly, I'd like to see them implement something like the Steamworks. Like, I like a little mini game to do while we people put their sets together.
yeah, that would be something.
Yeah.
Like just more mini games. To
Yeah,
pass
give us
time.
like a freaking. Well, they already do the lottery and stuff. Like, give us like a slot machine or something, or a pachinko machine.
Yeah, just deepen the lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice having stun negated into this board, isn't it?
There is. Whee!
Slapped.
You'll notice where I landed.
Oh, not so hot take. Give Apex his armor sets. Thank you. Goodbye.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think that's something everybody wants.
That's just
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah, nobody's gonna argue against that.
Yeah, that's why I said not so hot take.
I feel like that's something that will happen in expansions. They'll add that in.
Yeah. I feel like it makes sense that it was a time thing. Because it's so not Monster Hunter to have, like, almost completely unique monsters not get sets.
I mean, we got like weapon upgrades and decorations and shit from them, but like I would prefer like some actual gear to change up the meta a little bit.
Or, like, reasons to farm them aside from difficulty.
Yeah. Well, most of my builds, like, not even that really that USJ armor that was new, changed up too many of my builds. I like the last monster that actually like made me change up my builds was freaking Strax.
To be fair, though, I feel like meta-focused stuff is more of a combo game thing.
Right, but I'm talking like give me some more stuff to work with.
I think there's
'Cause
plenty
if
to work
the,
with.
well, the Apex has had like armor sets, then there'd be more pieces to work with, especially higher end, top tier pieces.
Maybe they didn't do the special weapons and armor because they're planning on changing the Apexes to their proper deviants in the expansion.
Possibly.
Or at least making them versions of the deviants. Because, like, I feel like they're building on something with the Apex stuff. So I agree with you on that.
That's true. They already have 6.
Oh man.
They can add to the expansion. Just give them their visual stuff in GU and add in all the new ones they plan. Then that's a lot of good in-game sense they can use.
Do you think they would drastically change the augmenting system at all? Like they did in World? Like it was severe?
I'm not for sure. I feel like they'll change something, I'm just not for sure what. Like if they added in stuff like health regen and all that, I wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they could. I don't think they'll change the augment system since it's basically just World's augment system, but to fit the new thing.
Yeah.
Iceborne specifically, I mean, not the base stuff.
Yeah, no, base world's augment system was just the one from 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, and it just did not work for that game at all. It was so boring and not fun. Personally, I didn't.
For 4 Ultimate?
No, for World.
Oh. I'm
World,
just
it
glad
didn't
that,
look
like,
great.
you're fighting the higher tier monsters, you actually get stuff for it.
Yeah. To be fair, there was more to fight in World. For endgame wise, I mean. And base World was not rough. It was rough for that, so not great.
That is fair.
I feel like all they have to do is add more. Please just add more monster-specific buffs, like how you did with the 3 elders. They're great. They're fantastic. They're not like super strong, but they allow you to like take that into account when you're putting skills in the build, right? Like with Shala, you can like have lax on the eye because you know you're gonna get affinity when you attack a lot, so you can account for things like that.
Yeah.
Really fun. Him having repeat offender though is a little weird, but I mean, hey, the skill exists.
I mean, him
Fun.
having super recovery is super shafting to my boy Balthazar.
Oh no, never mind. No, never mind. He should definitely have repeat offender because there's more reason to use Shala weapons. I feel like his weapons get shunned a lot.
They do. They really do.
Yeah, they do.
So giving him a cool niche ability that makes it fun to play is a good idea.
Well, he's up against poison and blast. Like, it's really no contest.
Well, that and like the sharpness isn't great. Well, the sharpness isn't great on most of the elders because usually they have strength on cards. Helios was not what I expected to have good slots on. He does.
That's fair.
Nice. Yeah, I guess that leaning off of that, I'd like to see more unique skills. Like just anything in the vein of Frostcraft, right?
Right.
Oh, what if they made health regen a pseudo-specific skill to Malzeno armor? Vampirism.
I could see it.
Or that could be like a really small amount on his rampage skill, right? Kind of how the elders do that.
I could see them make it to where if you're bleeding, you heal health instead of lose it.
Oh, because that would work specifically against certain monsters, not like in a command game thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I feel like from what they've showed off so far, they've shown at least 3 monsters that could cause bleeding. Nature might just be focusing on bleeding states than anything else. Yes.
so let's bounce off of Valstrax's idea, right? You inflict bleed on yourself, but you get buffed while you're bleeding.
I can see it.
That also goes after Magdamalos.
This is true. I could definitely see it. And it seems like there's only plenty of monsters that cause the bleed status, and I feel like there's a way that you could cause bleed on yourself. They might end up adding.
That sounds awful like the Safijiva set bonus.
Yeah.
It probably
Yeah,
might
but
just go that direction where they do the whole attack to get buff thing.
Yeah, but I would like them to make it the bleed status because that would look cool and it would fit the armor aesthetic really well. If they did that right. Because they don't have to do that.
Like, you could say, like, you could get hit once and then you start bleeding regardless of what monster it is, and then you get the buff for it.
Yeah, it would have to be something universal, kind of like how you get Hellfire universally, and then you have to get rid of it after a short amount of time.
Yeah.
That only activates when the monster gets enraged. So maybe, but you think it works something like that?
Oh my god, and if it was broken, stack that with shit with resentment. If it gives you red health, that is.
Ooh.
Yeah, people do that with the Safijiva buff all the time.
It might not give you red health, though, which would probably be a good balance.
That's true.
Well, bleeding gives you red health regardless.
Oh, so if it was specifically bleed, it would have to give you. Okay. But then if it's its own unique type of damage, it wouldn't have to. Okay.
I feel like if the armor does go that way, his armor's probably going to have to lots of it.
More than likely,
That would
yeah.
make sense.
Most elders have like counter setups in their armor anyway.
This is true.
I owe you one.
God, I really want that to be a set. I feel like that would add, like, to be fair, that's because I'm a Bloodborne shill and I love risk reward stuff so much. But just, I really would like more interesting monster-specific skills. I think it adds so much more variety to how you can play the game, and it already fits in kind of how like switch skills work, right? You know how they're encouraging experimentation and different ways to do the same things.
And what these surprised that they made his armor set extremely broken.
Oh well, it should be. I mean, he's an
He's hurt.
endgame Elder Dragon. It should be really strong.
Well, he's probably not going to be endgame. He'll probably be like Volcana, like the first Elder Dragon you fight. Probably.
I consider most of G rank to be endgame.
Do you fight Volcana before you fight Black Veil and Nami?
Yes.
Okay. It's been a while.
It'd be like Nergigante. You fight Nergigante before you fight the other elders.
Okay, it really has been a minute since I went out of that game.
That's fair.
Oh damn, Revan.
Yeah. It might
Oh,
count.
damn, Lush.
Yeah, that shit went fucking all over the place. Guarded it too.
That's fine.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Yeet!
Worth it.
Honestly, if you look at the Switch skills, a lot of the Switch skills were adding old game stuff. Good things, right? But a lot of reusing. I wonder what they could add if they added mostly new Switch skills.
Well, but it depends whatever data they gather from people hunting. Probably want to give players something they're actually going to use.
And they try their best to listen to the community to kind of gauge what they're going to use.
Give us a way to turn old hunting horn back on. Thank you.
That's what I hear a lot of. That's what I hear a lot of. I really hope that's something that they do too.
I can see them doing it.
What if they don't add a bunch of new Switch skills with the G rank, and they add a style for weapon?
Just toss in power style. There you go. Done it.
Well, then maybe not like style, but like, I mean like a specific style per weapon, right? So like say, like hunting horn gets heavy base, and now it's like the old hunting horn, right? So it feels weightier, but like chunkier. Really,
Oh,
like,
jeez.
calculated.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's why they just bring back old hunting horn. I didn't see anything wrong with it.
I know. I'm trying to think in line with the kind of like modular playstyle stuff. You know?
True.
They could just toss in the favorites play styles of each weapon, like alchemy gunlance, Valor longsword, just the stuff that the weapon's extremely excelled in.
What if they moved the counter playstyle over to specific parts of longsword and made a more evasion-based longsword based around Fade Slash?
Honestly, I would absolutely love that.
Because I feel like that would help the divide of longsword players. Because there's a lot of people who prefer just the old placement-based longsword, not the counter-heavy longsword we have now.
Yeah.
If you just give it the Valor Guard point or a similar version of that, and then add another style, right? So I would say specific styles per weapon, so not just, like Valor, Aerial, and stuff like that. Just things that make a weapon feel different but the same. Kind of how styles work. Oh, I'm reiterating. You guys know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Ah,
that's definitely a strong point they could play too. Making the weapons feel different but still more effective somehow.
The only sad thing is, with how weapons function, you couldn't just add the styles, because if it changed, it would change how switch skills interact with the weapon. So it would be very difficult to put in, so you would have to add all the switch skills logically, or at least tweak the existing ones. So it would not just be, drop it in the game kind of thing.
Right.
I like that idea, though. It's a cool way to do that. Even if it's not in this game, I would like to see them do something similar down the line. Shit.
Right? I blocked that too.
Feel like that.
I feel like that's just the Apex boys. They rough. Oh.
I am thirsty. I'm gonna go grab me something to drink. Talk
Drinky
amongst
break?
yourself. I mean, if you guys want to, I'll throw up the bright screen.
Yeah, let's take like a I don't know, two or so minute break because I am thirsty as well.
That's fair.
I'll be back.
I do love the Brenna theme. It is really nice.
Returned.
Oh
That's
yeah.
fair.
Okay. Whew. So another thing we can talk about is there any like specific feature from like an old G rank or just like an old game, even if it's just like a little thing, just something that you really personally enjoyed that you would like to see return?
What would you like to do? Until next time.
I would say a proper garden.
You mean like it grows and it keeps growing?
Yes.
Oh, from like back at 3U where you have those little flower patches you plant stuff in?
Yeah.
Was it a Freedom Unite where you also had like a little beehive where you grow the bees and stuff?
The type of garden I would like is the one from Freedom Unite to come back.
They also give you like a mining outcrop too you can go mine at.
I really love to see something like that.
I did find out the Frontier also has a thing where you do Poogie farming.
What?
Yes.
Oh, you're
You
talking
get
about like for the Gokus?
Okay, so in that game, it does not have decos or talismans. It has things called cuffs, like similar to how like certain shirts and whatnot have those like weird cuff things on them,
Weird.
and you have to
Time to get
get
going.
clothes for a certain boogie and whatnot, and you put that cuff on, and the different cuffs will have different stuff on them.
Like passive stuff?
Yes,
That's
I think
cool.
it's. I would have to look more into it, but that's what it seemed like it was described to me. But and it'd be another good way for them to kind of make it to where making Poogie more helpful instead of just being
That'd be Kahoot in this game.
true. They could do something like that with Kahoot.
Well, there was another thing in Earth System in Frontier. Where was it? You deck out your house and you like make furniture for your house, and it'll give you some of like the best decorations and talismans in like the game.
Yeah.
basically for free, just for going out hunting monsters and using those bits to craft stuff for your house, which was super cool.
Yeah. It also introduced the freaking running with your elephant weapon out.
Yeah, like Minecraft. Double tap direction, you're off to go.
Yeah,
Isn't
you
there like
properly sprint with it and everything.
I would love quests like that. Like, you remember the Iceborne quest where you get extra room decorations, but also like badass talismans?
Yeah.
I want quests like that again, where it's like, oh, cool, a niche little thing that's really fun. Also, holy crap, something that's really utility.
Oh yeah, once you get that razor sharp charm, you never go back.
True.
Yeah, I ran down every single one of my charge blade builds.
Enough of that.
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, because I know some people hate it, because they're like, just add the monster or don't. I want to be able to trade for monsters armor sets that aren't in the game.
Good to go.
I would like to see that. Yeah,
That would
like,
be nice.
was it in 4 Ultimate? They had a whole bunch of different monsters. They even had, like, Lao and freaking Yokosuka and stuff. I'm like, what the fuck?
I kind of don't want to say this, but I kind of.
Oh
I
my
am.
god, Ben, just say it. You don't gotta preface nothing.
I don't think we're getting Gogma back, so that'd be a fun way to get his weapons in a late game experience.
Yeah, no. I be honest with you, if they brought Gogma back in freaking Sunbreak, even if it was like an event quest or some shit like that, I would be so fucking surprised.
Makes me so sad. He was so cool. Cause like, imagine going through a fight where it's literally just constant explosions and then getting sleep weapons. That's so funny.
That is fair.
They actually made a monster with like weapons based on its lore instead of its immediate actions. That's so cool.
It's like, man, this monster causes lots of explosions. I can't wait to get this awesome blast elephant weapon.
Yeah.
Right? And he eats gunpowder and sulfur. It's like, oh, he's a sleep monster.
So, is it like true that he actually puts cities to sleep and then goes in and steals their stuff, or is it because he just wipes out cities that you never know about him?
I think it's the sleepy thing. He farts. Fart, like, puts everybody to sleep.
I have no idea. They've never really been able to do a proper ecology thing with him to really kind of.
That is true.
Yep.
You do kind of kill the only one you ever see.
Because it's like super mega threat. So,
True. Well, he's the final boss.
Yee.
To be fair, we also don't have any ecology on freaking Fatalis either.
True.
Fate is a whole level though. 'Cause we don't even have Gog isn't even.
Iceborne was the first one to kind of delve more into his lore, but
That was so cool.
it was very minuscule in how much they revealed though.
It was cool. It was really cool. They kept the very like Beast of Legend feel with it, which is good because it's kind of like half of his lore. So making it mysterious is just so good.
Oh yeah. Like I feel like Fatalis is one of those monsters that we're just never going to get all of the lore on.
And it's fine.
Yeah,
I feel like the
okay with
mystery speaks volumes as to his impact on the world of Monster.
Yeah. I feel like they definitely do it with the other Black Dragons and other monsters though.
I wouldn't mind that at all. Like, I'd love to know more about Dire Morales.
Yeah, they could just do like some expedition quests where you just go around and just follow these Black Dragons, just watching what they do.
Some people hate that.
I would personally love that because I'm a lore fanatic.
Yeah, no. But was it those special quests in 4 Ultimate where they're like in chapters where you have to do like weird things? Like one of them was you get to fight the Seregios while you're on the boat. I'd like to see
Oh,
stuff
weird.
like that. We have like these weird little chapter quests where you have to do these like niche things like, I don't know, maybe you fight Magdamalo on the boat. Or you go around and you have to like slap a bunch of Kelpies that are being chased by bomb badgies. That'd be fun.
That would be pretty awesome. Minding your own business, just watching Kelbies, and then out of nowhere, a bomb badgie explodes in your face.
Exactly.
They could totally add that and not make it a thing you have to do. Just make it an optional thing.
Yeah, no, those weren't.
Oh,
Yeah,
kinda
those were
like-
entirely. They were DLC. They were just optional DLC
Yeah.
quests.
Kind of like how the pictures worked in Iceborne.
Yeah,
Oh shit, I remember that.
I've yet to. Yep, I'm pretty sure.
I did everything not DLC. Wait. No, you don't have to do everything because it's not all in the platinum. You have to do most of the base game photos.
Yeah, you just gotta do most of them. Like, the only things I'm missing to platinum are a couple of crowns, the treasure thing, and the pictures taken. And that's it. And it's like, I'll get to it eventually. I just like, want to do it now. I'll do it my own time.
That's fair.
No, that's a good thing. Right? You can just kind of do this thing if you want to do it. You don't gotta do it, but you know, go at it at your own pace. I like that. There's like, you gotta collect all these photographs before you fight Fatalis. I'm just like, I don't want to do this though. I don't want to be a cat photographer for the rest of my life.
That's not Fatalis, that's Photalis.
Indeed.
Not nice.
That's okay. As usual, you're.
Anyway, yeah, so I think there's a lot of good potential for Sunbake. Sadly, I don't think we're gonna get anything too goofy. At least not until like post game, right? Because like, honestly, Iceborne was tame until we got the Guiding Lands. It added so much. I don't even mean like it was bad, right? It was definitely flush with content without it. It just added so much to the concept.
Yeah. Like, the additions they made to Guiding Lands, that stuff just made it.
Oh yeah, when it first started off, the guiding lands were very not the best, but they definitely fixed it.
So well.
Oh yeah. Like, adding in
Balancing
multiple
goals.
per region just made it feel so much even better. More monsters showing up for it. It was nice.
Oh, that's banishing balls and like other stuff to make it easier to deal with.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I remember that.
Being able to meld the specific monster.
Director for Iceborne did such a good job.
Yeah, no,
Okay,
seriously, if you're gonna have like a melding station, like let us actually melt the things we want to meld. I remember that was a big contention in Worlds that you weren't able to meld half the things that people actually wanted.
Yeah.
So now, what would you want from a final boss? Because you notice how they haven't teased the final boss at all on like Base Rise, because Base Rise they're in the logo, but this time Malzano's the logo. So, you know, now we got nothing to go off of.
This is true.
Unless they tease it at the next trailer, which kind
I
of
want them to go totally left field. Be like, oh, Malzeno getting fucking werewolf, vampire, you know, it's medieval, and then it's like a giant like computer. Just like, what the fuck?
Oh, so something like technological, kind of like how Atalka was pseudo technological.
Yeah.
She was like engineering
Yeah.
shit.
I can see it.
Yeah, give us another freaking mech-like weapon.
You know, it'd be super lazy if it was just a version of Atalka, but also at the same time, everyone would love it because Atalka's great, and all you have to do is just make it better. So,
Exactly.
you know, I would love to do it, but it would be fun. I love being able to guard point with sword and shield. Why doesn't anybody talk about this thing? God damn it.
Well, the reason nobody talks about it is because everybody knows how good it is.
I don't see anyone talking about the guard point with sword and shield.
Yeah, I know.
Everybody knows how good it is.
Except for Eric's. Eric's talked about it when the game was coming out. He liked it. He thought it was weird at first, but that's just because we had to figure out when you could guard and shield. also it has a dry guard point. So,
This is true.
you think we'll get any non-switch skill additions?
Anything specific you?
Yeah, how so? How so? Do you mean not
So-
switch skill?
This guard point is not a switch skill, but they added it to the
Oh.
weapon base.
Okay, you want to just talk about like adding stuff to the base weapons?
Yeah, so just full like the full package weapon. Nothing switchable.
I mean,
like
nothing particular comes to mind.
Like how Gunman's got a guard for when it does Wyvern's Fire now.
Yeah, just even little stuff.
I'm not for sure if those they could add.
I thought if I would peek through your head, you would get it.
Nope.
Ride like the wind. Gotta be quick.
Long run.
I got it. I totally was.
Sweet move.
I'd like to. This is going back to the switch skill thing. For Lance, I'd like to. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say it. I think Twin Vine needs to be reworked, not given a switch skill. Because everyone's just gonna use the switch skill. It's just gonna be invalidated. So
I mean, it's cool, but yeah, everybody just kind of forgets it's a thing.
it's just so.
Like I
big.
like it, and I even I forget. Like, oh yeah, it's a thing.
It's just you get a jump. That's it. Doesn't really like allow for new opportunities or anything like that. It's just you can lance charge. So why would I need to do this? Oh, but use the shield charge. Shield charge still has good distance. I don't know.
This is true.
Yeah, even then, you can still guard dash, guard hop, guard thrust into like just normal dashes and hops. Like,
Yeah. Lance's mobility was already. I guess it's not a bad idea, but I think it needs to be reworked. Some people's ideas were just change it to the run counter, like just make it that quick spot. I feel like that's giving up on the idea.
no, it's an interesting idea, but I feel like it needs some more applicability. It's like, I don't know, there's not a whole lot of situations where you would use that.
That's fair.
What if you could make it attack based and it like pulled your lance pokes a little bit
You
towards
won't
that
be
spot?
needing this.
Kind of like how homing bugs work, but it's your lance pokes.
Lance bugs?
Okay, so let's say you put the knife in their head, right?
Yes.
So now every time you go for a stab, it will slightly turn your stab towards where that spot is.
That could be interesting.
That also sounds like it could be awful, but it's an idea. It's a way to
Well,
take it.
I mean, they could also just add extra damage to that spot that you poked, like the freaking Dual Blades one.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah, and
could-
add that on top of the movement, so it's
Yeah.
it's a package deal.
Right under it. Right under it. 'Cause no, I'm in full agreement. It is actually it's a really cool idea, but not a whole lot of implementation for it. You know?
These editions. I should probably think of an answer to my own question.
On to the next one.
It's actually a decently hard question. It's easy with switch skills because it's like low committal. You can just use a different switch skill if you don't like it. But permanent additions are, actually,
This is true.
impactful.
Like the things I could think of, they ended up adding in Rise, like with Gunlance's Wyvern's Fire, the Sword and Shield one. Oh, for Longsword, when you're sliding down a surface, I would like for them to add back the jumping slash.
Yeah, it's still
From
weird that that's just gone.
It's like I don't know if that's for all weapons that they took out those
It's still
special
for
jumping animations or not.
It's still for hammer.
It's definitely not there for Great Sword, I'll tell you that.
So
You can't
they
guard
might
while
take out-
sliding anymore with a charge blade either. If you do a dash, you don't go right into a slide.
That's weird that they took that out. Then again, like, there's not that many sloped areas that they really need
Enough of that.
to do that with.
I think it is Revan's post, and then I think we'll do wrap up after that because it'll probably be close to 2 hours.
Yeah, we're about an hour and a half now.
Yeah.
Actually, we're over an hour and a half now.
Ooh,
Okay.
man, permanent additions. Oh, give Greatsword a way to aim its true charge. Something that's committal, kind of like how a tackle works, right? Where you kind of have to like turn, but something free but limited. So maybe you can only do it once per charge. I don't know.
That's
Kind
fair.
of just miss being able to aim the true charge with the scatter blast.
Ah, I got you.
Because you do have to commit to the true charge after you use that scatter blast.
That's true, but you could do like a whole 360. You could scatter one direction and charge your sword the other.
Mm-hmm.
I did see something in Frontier that they could add to Greatsword that could make it more interesting. Is that you can go straight from a guard into a slash. Like you do the guard, then you do a spin around into an up slash.
Oh, you talk like, what's it? Not heaven style, it's like earth style or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
where it's
then
like it's a guard point focused playstyle for
Yeah.
Greatsword, which is
Instead
weird.
Instead of doing the normal stand still, do a bunch of charges, you do a charged up slash instead.
Weird.
Also, Frontier also had a thing where some weapons were extremely long, but the hitbox was on par with how long the weapon was.
Although, yeah, they also had weapon sizes where it ranged from like ultra
Yes.
large to like ultra small. And like, I don't know how they balanced that where like the ultra small weapons had crazy high raw or some shit like that, and the ultra long weapons had like really shitty sharpness or something. But like, weapon sizing, like, I'm just gonna flat out say that's a bad idea. Like, every weapon, even though the freaking model changes slightly, they should all have the same range in Phantom Range. Like, weapon model should not affect the range of the weapon.
There
Yeah.
was a Greatsword's like fast sweep. I didn't know about that.
Yes.
And then a quick open. I'm gonna be real. I want that Greatsword stab back. Like after a chop, you could just do a little poke forward, kind of like longsword's poke.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
It's actually really
You got
cool.
a poke?
Yeah, there was a
Yeah,
poke for.
There was a poke.
That's so cool.
In Frontier?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, this video came out today.
Oh yeah,
yesterday.
there's still people playing that game, dude. Bunch of fan servers up.
I really want to, but it's so much work.
And they haven't done the best of trying to localize all the stuff as well. So a lot of it's still in Japanese.
Oh, I haven't eaten. I was trying to find the guard point thing. Fuck. Trouble. There's a power guard for Greatsword. That's it. That's what I want. I want a power guard for Greatsword. That's the thing. I like that. That is what I would want. They could just make that a switch skill, but either way, I want that.
I personally would just want the option to be able to sprint with a weapon out.
Just in general, just as a whole
Yeah,
addition to the game.
just in general, yeah. Like, and if you're in combat, it'll drain stamina, but you can get off like mighty hefty hits.
Yeah, it would actually, yeah, they'd have to change a lot of the approaching attacks if you could dash your weapon out.
Oh, a parry block. We flick the sword forward and do a spin around slash.
Yeah.
Ah, that would be really cool. It replaces the kick.
Yes.
Huh. Well, that would make for a better switch skill, probably then. Unless
Yeah.
they just added it as these old. I don't know. There's a lot of cool things you can take from Frontier.
There really is. Like, I would say Frontier has just as many cool ideas they did with weapons as GU does.
Hmm.
That begs the
I mean,
question: was Frontier out before GU?
Ooh, I want to say yes.
Frontier was doing stuff early 2010s. Because if you remember,
Then,
they were
yeah.
based on the
Oh.
mod from Freedom Unite, I
Yeah,
think.
because they did like when they were
Let's
on
go!
around season 5 to season 7 when the server shut down for Frontier.
Yeah, the Charge Blade was added to that game.
Wait,
I
when?
think.
Yeah.
Was it not added?
When?
Did they add the
When
Charge
did they
Blade?
add charge? I've never heard that.
They might have not have added Charge Blade. There you go. I don't know.
There was no insect glaive, and I'm pretty sure there was no charge blade.
That
They
makes
added
sense,
switch
'cause it
axe. I think that was the last weapon they added.
that's fair.
I feel like they would have gotten to adding Charge Blade and Insect Glaive if it was still going.
More than likely.
I'm gonna have to skim through those movesets later tonight before I go to bed.
But there's a lot.
God, it's so cool. God, power guarding for greatsword? Yes! Just yes!
I kind of liked how they did the live server thing with it as well with the seasons.
Okay, now this kind of copies Dauntless in a way. But let's say
True, but that was before Dauntless came out, so technically
Yeah.
they still Monster Hunter.
I don't think this works because Valor Hammer kind of exists. What if we got an active reload for hammer charges? It's like if you get
In
timed,
what
like
sense?
the charging happens instantaneously.
Oh, that could be interesting.
But it kind of is how Valor works. Right?
Essentially, yeah.
If you
Yeah,
let
it's
it
just
go and-
chaining the input.
Yeah. I feel like that. They could just give active reload back to Bowguns then. Because that's what they had with Valor. That was sick.
Is that really what that was?
Yeah, because if you did your Valor sheath and you reloaded with a timing, you would have Valor ammunition. And now every time you hit a monster with that, it would increase your Valor gauge by a ton.
Well, I know in the Adept bowguns you reload, you get like the Adept buffed on your ammunition, so it do like a little bit extra damage.
Also, Light Bowgun, when buffed by Valor mode, you get free shots.
Yep.
Because when you dodge, you get exhaust ammo shots. Great.
That's my buddy.
I would like to see them give I would like to see them give Charge Blade any way to discharge the files.
Energy blade.
Yep. Or even just a different way to do that.
That's fair.
Or make charging the sword more impactful. So that way it's more, so people who like the sword and shield thrower reload stuff more. Because as close to Charge Blade, as close to switch axe as Charge Blade is, you don't have to switch all the time. I know it's like the whole game, you know, this game is trying to encourage creativity with weapons so much, and it's not out of the question to have something that incentivizes one mode over the other.
Oh yeah, that's what they did with the spinning, whatever you call this, the spinning axe mode, and you got charged swords. Like you pick one or the other.
The end is in sight. This one's all for you.
Honestly, counter morph slash is probably that addition to the Charge Blade standing there.
That's good.
You'll still roll for it.
He's just standing there for everybody else
Oh,
too. Yeah, okay. Oh, it's just Revan? I thought it was Revan and Ben.
Trying to get away.
I know,
Oh,
because
no.
you posted.
Damn,
Oh.
It's fine, man.
I feel like that.
You want to rejoin, or you just want to hunt yours on your own?
Now I'll rejoin.
Yeah.
Ride like the wind.
I won't go to Hampton. It's just a regular snow, non-event.
Yeah, it's just a regular Zen Ogre, it's fine.
This should make it good as new.
God, it really is just so much they can do. They might go for more system changes rather than the game. And by system changes, I mean like how we grind like new incentives for finding tech gears and stuff like that. But I'd love to see crazy things happen with certain. It would probably be better to do everything based on switch skills, because that way everyone can have a game. So people who don't want new things don't have to use it. Who want the new things can play around with it and have a good time.
Yeah.
Oh, big knockback. Oh, what if we got combo skills back?
Combo skills?
So like deviant-based skills where it's got a unique name, but it's like two skills put together.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that so much. I'd like me either some steady hand or some freaking was it scavenger? Either one of those would be fantastic. Fleet feet would also be interesting to have back.
True.
Oh yeah, there were non-deviant-based ones in that game. I forgot.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Oh, what about Glutton or whatever Tigrex's one was?
Oh, the meat one? Yeah, it's basically what
Yeah.
scavenger is. Scavenger's like if you eat any item, you have a chance of getting stamina back.
That's super cool. Sorry, Rebel. It's really hard to think of like brand new things. It's easier to just be like, well, I think this is cool. Like, I don't mean that.
Well, we're not game developers, Miko. We're mainly just talking about things we want to see. You know, not things that would genuinely be good for the game.
I do like my drinking idea a lot.
That's really cool. Honestly, I really want to see, like, I really hope they give us, like, a slot machine or something. That'd be really cool.
Stonks.
Yeah, I just want, like, a little mini game. Or, fuck, put a fishing spot in the fucking village. For the love of God, please.
It is weird that it's been 3 games since then.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, freaking Astera by the water. Celiana by the water. Hamura is fucking next to a freaking river.
The river runs through the hub.
You know?
Keep attacking it! Let's go!
Boom.
Need
Boom.
to sharpen this
Boom.
thing.
Boom. Boom. What if they've ever? I wondered if they would ever try anything like the alchemy barrel again. That was
I
fun.
can only hope. That was actually a really cool thing.
It seems so dorky, and then when you use it, it's like, oh, this is just goofy and fun.
It got totally overshadowed by Valor. A lot of styles got super overshadowed by Valor.
Oh, and you know, it kind of gave Switch Axe its most unique moveset ever, which is Axe is X and A is sword.
Which essentially led to its modern moveset too.
But yes and no. It went to the switching part, right?
Yes.
But not the button assignment part.
No.
It was like the switch button. That, right?
No, that modern moveset comes from GU as a whole. It's like it's got this really cool, interesting way of using it in 4 Ultimate. You go over to GU and it's like, oh, this does this and that does that. Alright.
Yeah, but I'd love this because like it's so easy to just be like, oh, well, X is X and A is sword. And if I hit a button at the correct, if I hit A at the correct time while in Axe mode, I will go into sword mode. It's cool. It does mean there is a limit to what amount of attacks you can have in each mode, though. So it makes sense why it was only in GU.
True. Oh, that and alchemy mode is just like infinite power. Infinite power.
Also, I want a Frankenstein monster.
Yeah, who wouldn't? I want Gormagala. I want Gormagala, I want it now.
Oh, what if they went more into a monster with the concept of Metabot stuff?
How
Or
so?
the Carcos, I guess, in the sense of like using monster bits to do attacks.
I could
It's like
very
self-
dig that. Very good.
I've been wanting to fight in the cartridge.
It's hard as nails sometimes, though. Sometimes you're just really unlucky with this moveset.
You know what was unlucky? The time that we got stuck almost failing a quest because we couldn't kill it.
Oh yeah, because you had to do the one thing to reset him. And it was a very specific thing, and then I told you guys, and then you did it, and then it worked, and it was like, what? Because I had to look it up and find someone else who had a very specific, similar problem. Like, what the hell?
We were in that quest for, what, almost the entire 50 minutes?
Pretty much, yeah.
Ah,
That was such a weird experience. Like, oh
was.
shit. I wish I recorded
You gotta love
that.
video games, man.
Yeah, that's just
Like-
part of the fucking charm with GU.
He was just stuck there, not doing anything, not attacking us at all.
We broke
Kept
literally every part on him. It's like, hey, maybe if we break this part, he'll go back to normal. It didn't work.
We could never break that gem. We did so much godly damage to that thing, it would just not break.
It's true. I
You
went
guys
through
ran
like,
out
I think I went through 2 or 3 energy charges on that thing.
You guys had him frozen for like at least.
Oh, at least.
Oh, at least, yeah. It was the funniest thing to see, but it sucked.
It was very worrisome. You guys still got the kill though, right?
Yeah, pretty sure we
Did we? Did we get the
I think-
kill?
I'm pretty sure we killed it.
I honestly don't remember.
Well, he at least got unfrozen. So, whatever happened after that, I don't remember.
All I know is I'm wearing Nakarkos armor and I got my Nakarko switch axe fully upgraded, so I'm good either way.
That's fair. We gotta do some gen appreciation down the line.
Oh hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hello there.
Okay, I guess it's time for closing thoughts.
See you again soon.
Quick to the spot.
To this spot. Oh, the big spot. Oh, I'll be there in a minute.
Oh, no.
God,
Yes,
for real, though,
yes, I am streaming.
There's so oh, the training area? Is that where we're going? What's
Yeah,
the
we're going
spot?
to the training area, dude.
Oh, okay.
Woo, training area.
Ba ba ba.
God, I'm gonna be real. Now this is mean. I'm about to be a little bit mean to Monster Hunter. Am I allowed to be a little mean?
I don't know why you have to keep asking for permission.
Yeah,
I don't think Revan's gonna shut you down. I only shut
Horizon?
you down if it's funny.
Horizon is taking more chances than Monster Hunter.
Why? Because of the swimming?
It's revisiting swimming and revisiting new. Well, I guess not more chances. It's taking different chances, and I'm sad that Horizon is revisiting stuff before Monster Hunter has had the chance to. Because like, okay, yeah, that was unfair because we do have the wire bug, right? And that does kind of.
Yeah, I mean they're going in a completely different direction.
Okay, but yes, but
But what?
I really think that Horizon is doing a very good job at elevating its gameplay without removing certain things that make it not Horizon-y. So I'm wondering if, hopefully, maybe Monster Hunter could do a little bit better of balancing like the old Sim style with the new stuff. Because they're turning off a lot of fans right now. It's sad. Just at the moment. Yeah. But this is a very heavily improving franchise, so.
I mean, that and it's newer, and they also have newer tools to work with. When 3 Ultimate came out, it was on the Wii U, my friend. But that's not here nor there. Like it's good to see developers take chances and redo the stuff that. Why am I in the purple and the red right now? What the hell? Dream looks fine. Okay, now I'm green again. Okay. All right, I see how you are. Yes. Playing with my nerves, are we?
Yeah. But yeah, So I guess general consensus, or at least for me, is improve on switch skills. Please make something that's like fun for people who want to be creative and fun for people who want to min max. Something similar to like that trinket idea, so you can look cool and like style really heavily, or you can min max with that. Something that's fun to keep revisiting the game for. And I would say personally, monsters. So that's my closing thoughts.
What do you got on your mind, Revan?
Okay, for me, I'd say a fun and engaging endgame. Maybe a combination of the sieges and rampages if they can pull that off. And just make it fun. That's all I really want, is just to have fun.
Fun party is good.
Yes.
Honestly, for me, I want like a fun little mini game at the hub, or fishing, one or the other. I also
yes.
I want some fucking badass armor. I want something that looks nice, clean and slick, and I want a fucking charge blade that's got good stats. That's honestly, I'm a simple man of simple means. You give me all of that, I love this G rank to death. Oh, I want those fun like side questy type deals to come back.
Fun little niche things to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and do notes again in the G rank. So give all the new G rank areas notes to find.
Oh yeah,
Those are
of
really
course.
Oh, yeah, that's something as well, yes.
Also, we literally got an indication at a DLC month through those notes. It literally said his name in it. So,
That is true.
like that's really cool.
I
That's
forgot.
so awesome. So yeah, that's pretty much what we're looking forward to Sunbreak for, and what we would like to see. And oh, you guys have any fears? It's like any like sum up things you would be afraid that they might do.
They take
Okay.
a too big of a chance with a switch skill for a particular weapon and it goes south. That's really the only thing I'm afraid of.
That's
That,
fine.
or we don't
Same,
get fishing.
I'd say mine would be how they handle microtransactions.
Oh, that's actually very valid.
That's fair. I have faith in that though, but it is true. Stuff like that can happen around the corner at any time. Sadly, with how some
Yeah.
companies are.
Like, if they would have gone more of the route and swapped out like some of the layered stuff they put in the eShop and swapped those for the stickers and gestures, I feel like more people would be happy overall.
Yeah, I honestly don't mind the layered stuff though, because it feels pretty niche. But I do get why people are mad about it, because it'd be fun to get those in events.
Yeah.
So, very understandable frustration. For me is definitely the doing subspecies wrong, very particularly. So just invalidating a base species. I don't like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that's pretty much our thoughts. You guys ready to close out?
I think so.
Yep.
This is Big Quest complete. Our thoughts, hopes, and prayers on Sunbreak. Enjoying today about a beautiful and fabulous and all things Revan. Filthy longsword, he's so filthy. And the
Thank you for
fabulous
having-
and beautiful Benjamin, except he's kind of Benjamin. And me, the perfect and whatever the fuck you have me. Alright. Goodbye. It's been good. You've been great. You've been a wonderful audience. Oh, God.